Okay, the builder's going to tell you that concrete does two things. It gets hard and it cracks. Yeah, they love that joke. But there's some truth to it, and that's what concrete does. It takes 100 years to dry. When I'm looking at concrete cracks in concrete, these are typical. It's not like your neighbors are going to come over and go like, oh wow, you got some of those normal cracks. I wish I had normal cracks. I know people don't really want these cracks, but we evaluate them in a certain regard. I'm going to move from this crack on this side, and I'm going to go over here on the other side of the great room, family room, living room. What are we going to call it today? Here we got another one right here. Okay, we got another one of those. I'm not going to call it normal. I guess it is. I'm not going to call it typical. Typical might be a better word. Not relying on my guidelines, I'm forced to rely on my guidelines. I'm looking at 4 points when we're dealing with concrete cracks. And the first one is it wider at the edge than it is in the middle? And no, it's not. If it was, that would be, I guess, what we call a dean. It's not wider at the edge. See, it's wider here than it is over here at the edge. The other one is it wider than a 32nd of an inch in at least one area? And no, these cracks, both of these cracks, neither one of them are wider than a 32nd of an inch. All right? Third one, is it wider than a 32nd of an inch in more than one location? It's not even wider in one location, so that one's off. So we're out. The final one is it in plane? Okay, do we have a step here? Is one side higher than the other? And no, we don't have that. These cracks are in plane. So while not the most desirable thing in anybody's book, nothing to be envious of, nothing to be alarmed of either. All right? Maybe you'd monitor them. Tomorrow may be a different day, but as it is now, this is typical to the construction in this area, in this region. Architecture is regional. We have another one over here. And it goes out, it gets narrower towards the end. It's not a 32nd of an inch. It's in plane. So these cracks are part of the characteristic of the region and the materials that we use for home building.